cars when they're spawning everything, like the current system. Because with the current and be able to spawn locomotives out spamming everything. Over here we're going to do the same to our Game Pass shed over here as well, which will give the ability for people not to have to pretty much give the ability for them to spawn on different tracks and have to go and couple up to make the train actually work. So we're gonna do the same process over here in our main yard, but another feature we're looking at putting in. It's gonna take a little bit of time to get it fully set up, but pretty much making it to where you can you'll have the option of either spawning the cars individually or spawning them individually. New system we have is going to allow us to be able to make it to where the trains can actually climb and not have to just stay on a solid axis. Let's see. We're going to be adding in, like you see over here, we have a grain silo and a field. We're going to be adding in quite a few more farms, and also adding in unloading stations for the grain that goes into the train cars. Pretty much the same system I was talking about with the coal. All the freight cars will pretty much have that system. We will probably do that with passengers later on down the road, but our first priority is going to be getting our freight system set up. Sorry, okay, so over here we're going to be redoing the yard over here. This is our United Rail yard. Sorry if I'm tripping over myself, guys. We're going to be changing up our light system. Pretty much we're going to utilize the light system that's here, but going to change it up so that it actually looks like a light system that's a little more realistic. So if any of you have wondered how these lights work, they are set up so that way the bottom two is for this track right here, then this one right here is for the crossover there, and these two lights right here are for the crossover, and the second one is for the switch that's right behind it to say what's going on there. We're going to be working out the system a little better here soon. We'll probably put into the V1 to where it will actually light up and tell you what's going on with the track. And then we're going to be doing that same thing to this side. We'll also be putting up a GUI display screen saying what the track's doing. So that way if you get confused by the lights, you aren't having to worry about, all you have to do is look at the display screen and see what's going on instead of having to look at lights. But for gameplay purposes, we're just going to utilize the lights. So that is something that's going to be happening. We're probably going to redo the sheds where the locomotives spawn, like I said with the main yard, but over here we're going to do the same thing. Moving on, we have some stations just in random areas. Sorry, I'm just trying to jump quick. So we have like little stations like this one right here. We're going to go through and actually put some towns around these mini stations, so that way it's not just a station out in the middle of the area. So pretty much adding some nice decorations and scenery. These crossovers are going to stay the same. We might change up the switch system a little bit because it is on the main line. Over here, we're going to have the terrain actually start to raise up. Because when we get over here, we're actually going to have a bridge that's up high enough to allow ships to go under, mini ships. So we're still working on redesigning the terrain, but this is just a rough draft of what the terrain's going to look like. So pretty much we're going to raise the bridge up. Still working on the details, but we're most likely going to have it about here or a little bit higher. And that way you can have, and we're also going to put in a little bit of scenery of like a boat going along. Oh yeah, we're also, I'll get to the other thing involving the water here very shortly. I'm just working my way around the line. Over here we have our broad top line area, spawn area. We're actually going to put in some scenery over here and actually make it make it into something over here so it's not just a spawn area in the middle of nowhere. As you can see here, there's what looks to be a Christmas train and a Santa sleigh. That is our Christmas special train that we have. You definitely want to see that one running when we pull it out for Christmas time. Let's see, we have another station right here. And we're probably going to keep the train up. After you come off that bridge, keep it up and raise this hill up, and you'll go through a decent sized tunnel here. Probably even put a ramp in the tunnel. That could be fun. Okay, not a ramp not a ramp for jumping, more so just a declining track. I know where some of you are thinking. Let's say we have another station right here. Which, that's something else we're going to be doing, is we're actually going to change around where some of the stations are, because they're not all going to be in the same spot. Just to give a little more realism. We have this station here, then over here we have our Amtrak station, our major terminal station. This will definitely be getting rebuilt. It's been great while we've had it, but it's just time to have something a little more elegant and able to be utilized a lot better. We're going to be redoing this entire station for the most part, but for the most part we'll keep some of the details on it, but also give some nice scenery details to give it that realistic look. Let's see, over here we have our Go Loco yard, which is pretty much the railroad designed from the Roblox version of the GTA train system. So here we have an Amtrak terminal, which this one will be staying in the game. We may move it around a little bit, but this is one of the Amtrak terminals that we'll utilize. So with the freight the intermodals right here, we're actually going to be adding in a loading and unloading site just around the map, and then we'll also be adding in a crate dock, pretty much an intermodal dock. So pretty much we'll have a cargo vessel for loading the crates up into, to just give a little more realism in RP purposes. I'll also be doing the same with oil tank, not an A-frame drive system, pretty much the drive system we have now to a more realistic drive system, which gives you the feel of driving an actual train. You'll have an actual air brake handle. You'll have actual throttle control and notch control. And yeah, it should be lots of fun. So I believe that covers everything. But like I said, we'll be redoing most everything here. A lot of it's still here due to us just getting reference points. But we'll be putting out another update here soon, which will have a lot more done. And oh yeah, something else I almost forgot. Over here we have our iconic. I think I went too far. Yes, I did. We have our iconic bridge. So we're going to be going through taking this area right here and actually filling it up with water. We'll fill this area up with water and actually not fill it up with water. We're going to go through and pretty much put like a little creek and have it be a valley area down here, just to give more so of the feel of you're crossing a major canyon area. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else. If you have any questions, feel free to put a comment in this YouTube video, or you can message me on our Discord if you have access to that. If you want access to it, I will be putting the link to our group there, and if you have a Roblox account and your account is 13 plus, you should be able to get access to the Discord. Other than that, thanks for watching.